regarding like the EVM side of things, I think it's almost kind of like, I don't know if you guys might be a bit young to remember this. I'm a bit older, but there was this like time when web companies didn't have open APIs, right? There was an era when like Facebook had no open APIs. It was just like, all the data they had was like only used by themselves. And then they had this like idea of saying, oh, why don't we open up our APIs and people can like use like say information from your friends list, or like people can like write posts and edit posts like programmatically through APIs. And so obviously that like proliferated like a whole bunch of like different side applications around like Facebook, and like a lot of other Web2 companies did this. And that again, obviously helps growth, but like most of the value again like comes from Facebook, right? And then maybe 10% comes from like these surrounding applications of being more open, right? And I think that's the same thing for EVM. That's like the same thing that's kind of happening right now. I think it's like a good direction to have, and like opening up the ecosystem to like third-party builders and having them able to interact with it in like a programmatic way. I think that's a great direction, but it's just like the waiting is maybe sometimes people are a bit too focused on the EVM and think it'll solve everything, right? But again, like the core business is I think perps.